Andy Ruiz gets at Dillian Whyte, says the fight ain't happening next in a social media post. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of that gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash app, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It definitely helps my channel, helps us grow, and appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. Now, Ego Stradamus strikes again. Something that I've been telling you guys, a problem I've noticed in boxing with the clout chasing. So what I said was, just to jog your memory, I said that I don't see Dillian Whyte fighting Andy Ruiz, and it does not look like it is going down according to Mr. Ruiz, who has 1.6 million followers, his post on social media. Verified account. This is what he put. I posted a picture of Dillian Whyte knocked out from the AJ fight. And, you know, obviously a jab by using this picture out of all the pictures available. And Andy Ruiz, this is what he said. You didn't want any smoke, so I moved on to the next opponent. Big announcement coming soon. 2 hours ago. So this is a fresh post on a verified account. He's taking a little last jab and shot, so it doesn't look like he's going to be fighting on DAZN against Dillian Whyte next, as predicted. And, you know, old media, they got to do something. I'm not going to make this video too long because it doesn't need to be. I don't know who his opponent is. It would have been nice to see him on the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2 card. You know, the undercard is kind of light, but it is what it is. They're not used to working together, and the main event is definitely a great one. So, you know, it's just what it is. You know, they're probably trying to plan out and map out the rest of their year. So if there's a great fight, they'll probably give it its own date, or, you know, put it on a card that don't need help. Wilder Fury 2, you know, I think that's how they're looking at it. We can make money, and ultimately the card is sold. Wilder's a charismatic personality, as is Tyson Fury, and they have history with the rematch. And it's two promotional companies working together, so, you know, it would have been nice to see Shakur Stevenson or somebody on the undercard versus a PBC guy, but, you know, wishful thinking. Can't wait to see what's next for Andy Ruiz. It's not going to be Dillian Whyte, according to this post, so I want to see who they get him in there with. He's definitely up for a tune-up. He had a tough schedule. He took a fight with Dimitrenko last year. You know, then he had a quick turnaround, fought AJ, last minute notice, beat him, collected a couple mil, and then he came back, ran it back. Abysmal performance. He let himself get out of shape, didn't listen to his coaches. Now I heard he's looking for a new coach, possibly Teddy Atlas. You know, his money's cool. So there's really no reason for him to fight Dillian Whyte, like I told you. He's coming off of a loss, a bad performance. He's going to be with a new trainer, and DAZN is not his home network. You know, that's not the platform he regularly fights to. So his money is not the issue, I'm assuming. Rest in peace, Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, man, and Gigi. I'm assuming it's not just about money now, because he's made some nice purses, I'm assuming, in his last two fights. So it's about the rebuild, the bounce back. And Dillian Whyte, you know, he's a threat, but it's not even so much that Dillian Whyte would beat him. It's just, why go on a Matchroom card on DAZN off a loss? You know, just be on your opponent's preferred network when you could, you know, fight who you want to fight on your own network, make good money, and that kind of thing. And the other thing is Andy Ruiz. Another reason it didn't make sense that I told you guys is Andy Ruiz is highly ranked within the WBC. So he's ranked number 3 or 4. So it may come to a point where he has to fight Dillian Whyte anyway. And then if they can't agree, it could go to a purse bid, etc. Or you never know, since the WBC is a company founded in Mexico. He was the first Mexican heavyweight champion ever. You know, you never know if they'll make exemptions and stuff to fight Wilder. Like the WBC and all these sanctioning bodies, they could really do what they want. if you think about it. Like, they could say Andy Ruiz could have a good performance, and then the panel can vote, the committee can vote, and based on the greater good of the sport, they can make decisions where they don't, the mandatory get promised the winner or something like that, but they don't have to call it if they don't want to. I'm just thinking ahead, spitballing ideas. But good to see Ruiz say he's coming back. I hope he comes back full force and serious. I like the guy. I wasn't a fan of his last performance. I'm pretty sure he's probably not even a fan of his last performance. He just couldn't get off the blocks. And a lot of people, they try to do extra and say Joshua looked like Mayweather, which is false, things like that. The bottom line is I think Ruiz beat himself. And, I don't use that card. It doesn't matter ultimately because he lost his belt. But in my opinion, Ruiz beat himself because he didn't give himself the best fighting chance to win. He let the fame and money get to him and almost became complacent in a short space of time, Buster Douglas style. And I think he has all the traits and ability to have beaten Joshua again. Like, even in those small pockets and windows where Joshua, his feet weren't moving and there were some exchanges, when Andy Ruiz, he didn't even look at his fluid best. He looked like he was giving Joshua issue. So it's my opinion. Can't wait to see what's decided from Team Ruiz, Andy Ruiz as a person, Al Heyman, and what they decide. And the comeback, the journey starts now. I also want to see who he picks for a trainer. If it is Teddy Atlas, he needs someone like that. Teddy Atlas, Virgil Hunter, somebody like that where it's not going to be a social hour where he could just work and, maybe even be away from home. Teach him. That'll be good discipline when you're not around all the distractions of friends, because I'm not trying to start nothing or get in Andy Ruiz's business, but a lot of times people become celebrities or the breadwinner of their crew, their entourage, their camp, and they got a lot of yes men and they got a lot of enablers. And I think people in Andy Ruiz's corner, if you really mess with him, they probably should have, like, hey, dog, like, come on, like, like if I knew my friend was training for a fight, I'm not going to be tempting him by bringing over pizza and barbecue and stuff like that, because I know he's not supposed to be eating like that. If I wanted to eat that, since I'm not fighting, I would just do that. And probably, I wouldn't want to enable him, so I'd probably just do it, eat before I come, or give him something to eat separate, or eat. We both eat clean. I would try to help my friends out. That's just me. I look at that Aaron Hernandez documentary, and it was more of the same. I think if Aaron Hernandez had some role models, and after his pops died, and some people who were around him, family, friends, or not, his inner circle, they would have told him, bro, you signed to the Patriots. You were signed with one of the cleanest, like, upstanding organizations in the NFL that has a history and a track record of producing championship rings and stuff. And you out here in Bristol, like, with a pistol, bars. You in Bristol with a pistol, doing the fool, and it just kind of went downhill. But you need people like that in your life, because look at Andy Ruiz right there. Look at his face. He looked way better here. This was when he was with Top Rank. And even back then, this might be one of the reasons why they were so easy to let him go, is because these discipline issues, when he's on, he's on. But I heard about these discipline issues for a while. But I thought the motivation from beating Anthony Joshua and living like that, he wouldn't be so quick to give it up through something in his own hands. If Joshua was just way better than him, then it is what it is. But I don't think that was the case. I think he didn't put himself in shape to, hold a good account of himself. Like, he looked way better right here. That was in 2018. So he got to find that Mamba mentality and get his weight in order. Look at him right there, and keep his weight down. There's more to life than eating. And I'm a foodie. I love food, but shit, for a bag. Look at Ruiz right here, bro. He looked buff. You know what I'm saying? For that bag, you better get it together. So it's food could be an addiction too. See, he looked real good right here. Food could be an addiction too. I get it, because if you've been portly and chunky and fat your whole life, you've kind of told your brain certain things are probably acceptable, like eating a whole pizza by yourself or something. You know what I mean? And you got to break the cycle at some point, especially for your family and for the greater good. See, all of his weight looked down right here. But anyway, enough of that. Can't wait to see what's next for him. Hopefully it's a good fight. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, but we know it's not going to be Dillian Whyte. Like I said, a bunch of clout chasing. Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte, they definitely use Andy Ruiz's name and star power to help build, and they kept that going and going and going, knowing, I told you, I predicted this whole thing. Ego Stradamus. You know if you're making progress with the fight or if it's likely to happen. They kept saying, oh, Andy Ruiz, and then they said he rejected the money offer that they offered him, wants more money. Then they said they'll come to the U.S. to fight him. Like, it's just, it got all over the place. Like, Dillian Whyte hasn't even been branded in America. You know what I'm saying? And Andy Ruiz is off a loss. So the A side of the promotion, who's never been branded in America, you want to put him in America? You know, just kind of weird thing. So I think Ruiz weighed out his options and he's deciding what's best for him. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts. That is the latest. If you love the latest and greatest, subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack.